Hello there, today I'm going to tie for you a little popper fry pattern, and great little pattern. In the vise I've got a Fario 302 hook, thread, use whatever you want, that's just UTC in 70. The fur I'm going to be using is by Fulling Mill, and it's the Cold Grizzly, which is, oops, get rid of that bit, that sort of colour. Trying to imitate a bit of a minnowy type thing. So the throat part, I'm going to have a little tiny bit of orange in it. This is from Flyden, and it's the Glow Yarn UV. Definitely glows. You don't need too much of it. Then you want some high density foam. I've cut this bigger than what I actually need it. I'm using black. You can use whatever colour you want, whatever suits you. I just want to keep this dark, that's all. Got some bits and bobs in there, that don't matter, they'll be covered up. Right, when you come to the end here, get a few turns on the up, then come back up. Nice and tight, and then it won't twist. And then come all the way back down. You want to come to just about somewhere there. You want to go no further, else it parts the fur too much. Right, fur, always remember, when you point it on, when you're doing this fly, it goes that way. So wet your fingers, wet the fur, pull it back the opposite way. That's it, like that. And see your taper, take it up to your taper about there. Get on top, fairly loose-ish, but medium, I'd say. Turns and get it tied on there. Look. Right, you're on top of the hook. Now tighten down with a few threads. Not got to be touching turns. This comes off, you've got a monster on. It won't matter if it comes off or not. Don't worry about it. Right, next for the body, if I can find it. There it is. There's a piece of pearl tinsel. So it's cat's eye in on my side. Get a few turns and come back up. You don't want to come to about there. Bring this up. Now you can put a bit of super glue on this bit if you want, and get it so it doesn't get chewed up after a couple of fish or so. I don't bother, just adds to the weight, and I want this to sink nice and slow. Right, when you get to there, a couple of turns in, excuse fingers. That's it, nice and tightly tucked in there. Move that out of the way. Right, next we're going to put a bit of stickle dub in, Vinard stickle dub. So get yourself a little pinch about like that. Look, spread it out lengthways in your hand so you like that. Look, makes it easier. One roll, wet your finger. Lovely. And that's how you want it. Start back at the right back bit there. Keep going on top of it. That's it. Just put one in front. That's all you need. Right. Onto your throat piece. Little tiny bit, look. That's all I've got. Pulled a little strand off. Wet it. Remember it's UV, so it sticks out like a sore thumb. Now I've cut it so all the ends are all flush. Bit of thread out. Hold it at an angle and get your thread over it and catch it in like that. And just pull it back to the centre. Pull your thread a touch tighter. Then pull it down. Right there. Get some nice tight turns on it. That'll do. Right, just change scissors for this because it's a devil to cut. Don't want it too long, but I like that, that's fine. Remember, show you, it glows. Fish see in UV, so we'll see that. Right, next, dubbing brush. Just get a little, just want to bring some of that spikiness out, just a touch. There you go, and just brush it backwards. That's the one. So it looks a bit minnowish, that's all. Right, bring your fur over, wet it. Gonna sneeze in a minute. Oh. Right, don't just tie it there. See all these bits here? These top bits, you want to catch them in as well, so it's a bit thicker bodied. So you grab them all, put it down onto there, look like that. Get them, pinch them down. 2, 3, 4. Go on your scissors, push it down nice and tight. There you go. Save that bit. You can just pull bits off that. So I'll show you why in a sec. So that little white bit there at the top, let's make that disappear. A couple of turns on it for starters. That'll do. We'll see about the colour now. It's a lovely colour, isn't it? Lovely colour for the sticklebacky sort of fry pattern. Right. The bit that you cut off, just pull some bits off it. Like so. I'm going to dub it on. Just finish a little collar around the top. Again, just wet your fingers. So you're only covering up that bit of thread and the bit of white. Brush everything back. Not too much of it. And that'll spike, look. That'll spike as well. This is a bit of bug bond. So that's just going on there just to finish the fly off. And put everything back. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's enough. Done. How many turns you want to put in it? Put in it. Right, that head's miles too big, but as I say, always cut them bigger than what you want, and you can cut them down to size. So just bring it down gradual, have a look at the fly, see where you think you want it, where you're going to be happy with it. And I want it about there, because I want it to sit just in the top of the surface, and so it ducks under. Right, to finish off, little secret I'm going to give you. Chrome marker in gold. See that little bit of white just here? Colour it gold. It'll just make it blend in a bit better. I've actually wetted that with my fingers, so it ain't sticking to it very well. There you go. See what I mean? Just do both sides. I'll just blend that in. Right. Now to do what destroy it, basically. If you're not in competitions, fish it like that, but just have a little bit of a bigger head on air with your phone. This is a comp fly, so again, wet everything. If you've not got it wet, you don't get a true length on it. Ooh, nearly dropped it. And destroy it by tearing them off. I know, you don't really realise how lucky you are fishing bigger flies. But when you comp fish, they have to be a certain size. It has to fit in that. If it fits in that like that, you're okay. Just got a little bit that's gone round the wrong way there. Work that round. There we go. Let's wet her up. Alright. So that is a little popper fry. And believe it or not, the smaller ones can outfish the bigger ones. So I hope you've enjoyed that, and I hope you have a go at tying it. If you want to see how to tie it, it's on John Kirk Fly Tying on YouTube. Subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and we'll keep the channel growing. That's a lovely colour, a lovely coloured body, and that will just sit in the surface. Push that up and it'll just sit up absolutely lovely. And then just have a couple of flies above it, and that'll just sink really slowly and just retrieve it, and it's like a wounded fish. So have a go at tying that one, get a few of them in your box. Cheers, thanks for watching.